This makes me extremely uncomfortable. But anyways, I'm Heathen, and this is my 2000 Honda VFR 800. People often refer to these as highly underrated bikes. We're going to talk about it. And you can be the deciding factor at the end, whether it's underrated or not. So why did I choose this bike? Why would I get rid of my Ninja and get something like this? A 25-year-old motorcycle. I traded a 2018 for a 25-year-old bike. First off, I want to say thanks to a really good friend of mine for setting me up to be in this position to have this beautiful motorcycle and be able to help another good friend of mine as well. So, big shouts out to you, my guy. You know who you are. You didn't want your name said, but you know who you are. Much love, bro. But why would I change from a 7-8-year-old motorcycle to a 25-year-old one? This thing has no ABS, no traction control, no assist. Neither did the Ninja, but who's keeping score? This bike weighs 500 pounds, makes 100 horsepower to the rear wheel. It's considered sport touring, but this one's a bit different, right? This one has VTR 1000F Superhawk forks. They're fully adjustable and lean themselves more towards the sportier aspect. The original forks kind of lend themselves more to the sport touring and comfort side. These kind of make up for the softer feeling of the OEM forks. And yeah, they're good. They're good. I like them. I didn't do it. So whoever had this before me had really good taste. So yeah, thank you to whoever owned this before me that did the front end swap and the delinking of the brakes. These bikes originally came with a linked brake system. They used three piston dual front calipers, and when you squeeze the front brake, it runs 2 pistons in the front and 1 in the rear, and when you touch the rear brake, it'll do 2 pistons in the rear and activate the other piston in the front. It supposedly helps with braking performance. I don't know what it felt like before with the linked brakes, so I can't really give you a comparison on that. All I can say is I like them. They work great. I squeeze the lever, it go stop. I twist the throttle, it go. Yeah, I mean, there's really, I don't know, man. Like, if you want a full-on history, Hero RR did a really good video on it, on the history of the VFR. They're really cool bikes. They have a long-standing racing history. They're just cool, man. They're just fucking cool. It's a 25-year-old motorcycle that it doesn't look like a 25-year-old motorcycle. It doesn't ride like a 25-year-old motorcycle. So I guess that kind of brings us back around to the why. We still haven't answered that why. I don't know, man, because it's fucking cool. Look at it, bro. What do you mean? Why? Why not? Why not? Look at this thing. I mean, you kidding me? For literally all the reasons that I just said. 100 horsepower to the rear wheel. It's got a single-sided swing arm. It's a V4. It's a V. You heard me. It's a V4. It sounds insane. It absolutely rips. It's a thrill to ride, and it's relatively comfortable. It's absolutely planted on the road. That extra weight really keeps it nice and stable. As you're, pulling miles, going through twisties, it feels great. It's not quite as nimble as the Ninja was. It doesn't quite flick as well, but it handles its own just fine, as you can probably you'll see in the videos. But for the types of riding that I do, I think this bike really kind of fits more me, who I am. And I guess that's my why. Underrated? I guess that's up to opinion. For me, underrated, I don't feel like people really talk about these a lot. At least I don't see anyone talking about them that often. What you do hear people talk about is how much they absolutely love them. The people that have them keep them forever. They ride the shit out of them. And this one has been kept in absolutely pristine condition. It is really hot in my helmet. It's just a really cool bike. I don't know, it's got character. It feels special. It's an absolute dream to ride. And I fell in love with it the second I hopped on. I really can't explain any other more than that. I had someone mention to me the idea of naming it. I've never really named any of my motorcycles. Never really thought about it, but they kind of brought up a good point that a color such as this, on a bike such as this, it should probably be given a name. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know.